Call this meeting to order to the school committee, building committee meeting also. This meeting is being recorded because of remote participation. All votes will be done by roll call. After the pledge of allegiance, the school committee portion for this meeting will start. The pledge of allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
one nation, under God.
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll call the school building committee meeting to order. This meeting is being recorded because we are having remote participation. All of our votes will be done by roll call. All yours.
We are now open here. There are two agenda adjustments for the school committee tonight. Under new business, we do not need to suspend the 2-month review process for any amended policies and the amended restraint policy for the review only this month. We will vote on April. Public comment. Is there anybody in the public that wish to address any public comment? Hearing none, seeing none, I move over to student and staff recognition. So,
Good evening. Tonight I'm here to announce Kaylin Hicks as our student of the month. Come on up here, Kaylin. Kaylin is here joined tonight with her father, John. Kaylin is not only just an outstanding student here at South Shore Tech, she has a GPA of 3.9. She's a student leader, an athlete, and a friend to all here at South Shore. Kaylin's zest for life is infectious. As a curious student, Kaylin plans to attend college to study chemical engineering and molecular biology so that she can pursue a career supporting the healthcare industry. Kaylin has seized all opportunities here at South Shore Tech and has truly left her mark in the fabric of our school. She's a 3-sport athlete competing in volleyball, basketball, and lacrosse. She's a leader, serving as our student council officer, a founding member of the peer mentoring and tutoring program, the NHS vice president, the SAD president, and SST's Skills USA cabinet president. Outside of school, she is an active member of BITK, Be in the Know, which is a youth coalition that leads student-led drug prevention initiatives in schools. She is also a co-op student at RNS Redco and has proved herself to be a valuable employee of the company. Next month, Kaylin will also be recognized as the Massachusetts Outstanding Vocational Student of the Year, representing South Shore Tech. Her teachers and coaches.
is that entrance music? You're only thinking it's me. How's it work? Me too.
Her teachers and coaches often refer to Kaylin as independent, goal-oriented, passionate, and willing to stand up for what's right, even if she stands alone. She assists her fellow classmates with kindness and patience, and is always willing to lend a helping hand to teachers or staff when needed. She is the epitome of a role model and displays high academic, vocational, and personal integrity. It has been an honor to have Kaylin as a student here at South Shore Tech and witness her growth, contributions, and achievements over the past 4 years. We look forward to seeing what her future holds. Congratulations, Kaylin.
Hi. I'm a senior in MET. I came in here as a sophomore, and that was probably the biggest leap of faith I ever took. Because when I came in as a sophomore, I had never seen the school before. I didn't know what I was coming into. But basically that first day when I stepped into the shop, I knew that's where I was meant to be, and I knew it was something that I wanted to do. halfway through my sophomore year, I got picked for the first time for Skills USA 2 weeks before the state competition. And that was definitely a challenge, and I ended up placing 6th my sophomore year. It's not perfect, but yeah. Next year, I continued to compete, and I ended up getting an MVP leadership role my junior year. And that just, Skills USA and just the shop in general has been able to drive me and do so many things. That's why I do so many things, because it's so much fun. Yeah, that's about it. You covered most of my stuff.
Congratulations. Thank you. So our staff spotlight of the month is our Allied Health program. We have 3 instructors of the program. All 3 of them are here tonight. So I'm going to ask you guys to stand. I'm going to say a few brief words about all 3 of you, and then I'll ask Anna to come up here, say a couple words, and you can pass it along to the other members. So if you can stand up, we have Anna Carpenter, Rachel Ellison, and we have Allison Elsmore. These are the 3 members and teachers and instructional staff of our Allied Health Department. Anna Carpenter is a new instructor here at South Shore Tech, starting her tenure at the beginning of the school year. She brings with her 14 years of experience in direct patient care and 10 years of experience working for a school district. Anna served as a program director for a residential program providing care and support for clients with varying disabilities and medical needs. Although new to instructing, Anna is not a stranger to working in a school district. During her 10 years with Rockland Public Schools, Anna served as the bilingual community facilitator manager, where one of her many responsibilities included overseeing the free and reduced meals program for the entire district of more than 15,000 students. Anna also served as a one-to-one nurse, an extended school year nurse, a substitute nurse, and a school nurse while working for the Health Services Department at Rockland Public Schools. Anna resides in the town of Marshfield with her husband and 2 sons. Anna spends the majority of her free time working a second full-time job as a chauffeur to her little boys who call her mom. Although she can sometimes be heard complaining about it, she thoroughly enjoys her time on the road and on the cold ice rinks with her family. Allison Elsmore is a new instructor that started this month in the Allied Health program here at South Shore Tech. Allison is a 2010 alumni of the Allied Health program. After graduation, Allison continued her education at St. Joseph's College of Maine, where she graduated with her bachelor's degree in science. She has a variety of experience from working in corrections to the ICU and most recently in the IMCU at South Shore Hospital. Allison lives in Rockland with her husband and 2 children. They are a very active family who love being outside and going camping. Allison is choosing to step into the educational world because she realizes how valuable education is when she sees it through her own children's eyes. This program had a huge impact on her education and career, and she hopes to make that same impact on the current and future students in the program. Rachel Ellison is our program's vocational aide and LPN. Rachel Ellison's journey started in the healthcare field 12 years ago as a medical receptionist for Shields Radiation Oncology Center. Nursing school shortly followed, and she has now been an LPN for almost 8 years. Her background is primarily in pediatric primary care with a specialization in allergy and asthma conditions. Rachel joined the South Shore Tech community in the spring of 2021 as an additional support to the nurse's office, which was inundated at the time due to COVID-19. Her long-term goal was to join the Allied Health program, which was achieved the following school year when she became a vocational aide. With an instant love for the program, she researched how she became an educator. Since then, Rachel has made significant progress towards obtaining her Chapter 74 medical assisting teaching license. Rachel's husband is also in the trade as he is a pipe fitter for the local 537. Rachel resides in the town of Hanover with her 2 kids, along with 2 English bulldogs, and they share a love of hockey. She's excited to see what the future has in store for South Shore Tech. Yeah,
to South Shore Hotep, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the administrative staff, some of my colleagues, like everyone in the building. I've been met with such support that it's hard not to want what's best when you have everyone behind you pushing and wanting it just as much as you do. And I find that not only in the front office, but throughout the whole building, and within the shop. When I first came on board, I wanted to take, their curiosity or their interest and turn it into a passion. And we're seeing that slowly flow that way, which I'm extremely proud of. We have all of our seniors, all 100% out on co-op. So it's a pretty big deal, and it's done like collaboratively within the office with different, within our shop in different offices. We're hoping to have our junior class test very soon and hope to have them within the next month actually, and hope to have them out on co-op also. We're trying to broaden our collaborations and collaborative efforts with the community. And this year we were able to secure a new clinical site with the Dwyer Home. And not only does it serve as a clinical site for our juniors and possibly our sophomores, but it also serves as a co-op site for some of our seniors. We also recently partnered with Dr. John Hayes through Marshfield Primary Care, and we're going to be starting clinical there with our sophomore class. It's an ongoing effort. We still have some other things working in the pipeline. We're hoping to show the students the different pathways that they can take in this amazing career. And with that, I'll kind of turn it over to my co-anchor, Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm just going to touch base a little bit on the community support that we've actually been receiving with the shop this year. So we've had a lot of community outreach for people and programs that want to come in and actually talk to the students and engage and really go over their experiences and relate that back to the students themselves. So we have so far had Norwell Council on Aging. They came in and they did their Dementia Friends workshop with our students. And at the end of the workshop, all of our students were able to become Dementia Friends certified, which is an amazing thing and an opportunity for them to really be able to engage with the elderly community, obviously, because we are in the long-term care facility often. We've also had paramedic from Hingham Fire reach out. They will be coming into the shop soon and will be utilizing the ambulance that we actually have, which will be wonderful. Emergency medicine is, largely warranted in our field, so I think a lot of the students are definitely interested in exploring that avenue. Most recently, we had Cape Cod Community College, 2 of the students there who are dental hygienists. They came in and kind of gave the students an overview of oral hygiene and why it's so important for all ages, really. But they wanted to kind of go over their program as well, and the students were very interested in learning other avenues of that field. So it's kind of just a little bit of the community outreach that we've had on the program so far, and I look forward to seeing where it goes.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So I just started this past week. So I don't know. Thank you. But like Anna said, I've been met with so much support coming into this. I don't have much experience with teaching. I do have over 10 years of nursing experience, so I'm excited to bring that to the classroom. But I have just been I felt very welcomed, very supported coming into this, especially mid-school year. I did work for Dr. John Hayes when I was in high school, so that's pretty exciting that he has just signed on as a clinical site, so I already have that relationship with him. But yeah, I'm excited to see what I can bring to the program.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Presentation here, and right now we'll turn to student representative, Liz McCann.
Hello, it's been a little bit since I've seen you guys, so I
Yeah.
tried to summarize as much as possible.
Skills USA has their egg hunt this weekend, along with 38 students heading to the Skills USA State Conference in April. FFA and horticulture, the program will be competing in FFA state conventions on April 3rd through the 5th. 26 students will be competing in various competitions in nursery/landscape, floriculture, creed speaking, prepared public speaking, and individual team demonstrations. 8 students and 2 teams have the ability to qualify for FFA Nationals in Indianapolis, Indiana. 3 students took home gold, silver, and bronze in masonry, most recently at Skills USA district competition. 2 of these students will be competing in masonry at the state competition at the end of April. Athletics, nearly 175 students registered for spring sports across baseball, softball, girls lax, boys lax, and track and field. Spring sports kick off March 28th, and then I listed some winter all-stars for you guys. I'm not gonna go through every name though. NHS recently collected children's books to donate to local hospitals and children who aren't as fortunate as others. Student Council has hosted a dodgeball tournament to raise money for Compassionate Care ALS, and we have had staff versus student basketball game ending with students' victory of 39-25. Student Council is preparing for the CMAS Spring Conference at Whitman-Hanson High School on Friday, April 5th. Graphics, the Design and Visual Communication Shop had a great success at the last round of Skills USA with 2 students getting bronze, 3 students getting silver, and 4 students getting gold. And that's all I have for you guys today.
Wonderful, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Thanks very much. Okay, first item for approval for minutes of February 22nd meeting. Entertain a motion.
I'll make that.
So moved, Situate.
Motion Whitman, second Situate. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, seeing none, we'll go through a roll call vote. Abington,
Yes.
Cohasset,
Yes.
Hanover,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Noel. Yes. Rockland, yes. Situate,
Yes.
Whitman.
Yes.
That is a vote. Now, thank you very much, gentlemen, and we'll turn it over to Mr. Jim Coppell for the treasurer's report.
Thank you, Jim, Mr. Chairman. February 29th, we have a picture of the culinary department, I believe they're at the Taste of Whitman, this past month, and again, well represented at that program. Our treasurer's report, again, we had the billing go out for the revenue side for the third round of billing, and we received 1.9 million from our member towns. We just had, Monroe hadn't paid yet, but that money did come in. And we received our regular chapter 90, 70 funds as well. So overall, a little bit, $2.4 million of revenue in February. The expenses, total a little over $1 million again, $798,000. 80% of that is payroll. And then all the other items, vendors. As we wind down into the close of the fiscal year, we'll be cleaning up some of the accounts and making sure that this is where we pivot and see which accounts have funds left and where we're running out of funds. And Dr. Hickey with all the staff will make decisions to make sure that the spending is appropriate through the last 3 months of the school year. So, and we do not have any budget transfers this month.
We just, entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's report. Motion Hanover, second in Abington. Any discussion? Okay, all those not seeing none, hearing none, we'll go for a roll call vote. Abington,
Yes.
Cohasset,
Yes.
Hanover,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Norwell. Yes. Rockland, yes. Situate,
Yes.
and Whitman.
Yes.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, that's the vote. Jim, is there any other, any updates?
Yeah, 2 more things. I was fortunate enough to attend with my wife and a couple of friends the comedy show that was held by Skills USA in Hanson last month. It was sold out, a lot of people there, a bunch of staff. And it was a great time. 3 comedians, 2 of them were very good. I'll leave it at that.
Is that one of the jokes?
So, yeah, it was a great night, and I guess everybody seemed to have a good time. And the second update is that, as Lily mentioned, the dodgeball competition, we here in the district office, we thought it would be fun to submit a team into the dodgeball competition. We did find luckily 6 willing volunteers to show up. We were the best dressed team. We all had red shirts on, district destroyers. We were the best dressed people in the gym that day. The first round, we double elimination. The first round, I think we lasted about 46 seconds. And the second round wasn't much longer than that. So it was.
Was it your best try?
There you go, Coach.
Yes, again, once we walked in the gym, we didn't realize how fast the dodgeballs actually move when they're being thrown by 17-year-olds. We run very quickly, and no one was injured, which is the major thing. So,
Sure, Congress having it all.
Maybe a different color shirt.
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
Anything else, Jim?
so that's it.
Okay, great. Now, thank you very much for that, and Superintendent Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A few budget updates. We approach town meeting season rapidly. In the month of March, Bob Mahoney and I attended the Rockland Finance Committee meeting. I have a Marshfield Select Board meeting on March 25th and a likely Marshfield Advisory meeting scheduled in early April. Our town meeting season begins relatively early this year with town meetings on April 1st in Abington and April 8th in Situate. So the beginning of our annual budget process will begin with those town meetings. And then, as usual, we have a bunch on the first Monday of May, and we'll have a meeting between now and then. I'll provide you additional updates. Document 3 in your packet is a mid-year update on my evaluation goals regarding cybersecurity, the MSBA process, students obtaining third-party licensure. Generally pleased with the progress of how things are going there. And under administrative reports, Sandy's going to speak a couple of times on some policy and procedural updates that we're making as a result of a regularly scheduled review from the Department of Education. So, Mr. Chair, I'll turn it over to Sandy.
Good evening, everyone. I do have a couple of very brief bits of information regarding a policy adjustment as well as a change to student and faculty handbook. So I will address the policy adjustment that will be for your review first. And yes, it is a response to a special education coordinated review, which is a part of the Department of Education's annual regular cycle of review. Embedded with that is additionally a civil rights methods of administration and other general ed requirements, a lighter touch, but I'll look into those as well. And really that's what the scope of work is for regarding our changes to our restraint policy. So the restraint policy was adjusted to ensure that the language we were using in our restraint policy reflects what the Department of Ed anticipates under equity and under current language. And so those adjustments were made. You have that in your packet for review and vote in our next meeting. Additionally, we made minor adjustments to our faculty handbook and our student handbook. First, in the faculty handbook, we made an adjustment to have a direct link to our bullying policy as well as the language of the bullying policy. So the policy was not changed. It was just that it was added as a link to the student handbook, the parent faculty handbook. In regard to the student handbook, it was just an adjustment to language, which I'll read to ensure that students have equitable access. This language was in our student handbook previous, but just on a given page, they wanted it to be a footnote in every page of our student handbook to ensure that it was well represented. And it states, the district ensures that students have equal access to a full range of educational programs, including co-curricular and extracurricular activities, athletics, clubs, and organizations, regardless of race, color, sex, gender identity, religion, national origin, disability, homelessness, or limited English proficiency. And that language is now in the student handbook and the faculty handbook as a footnote on each page of both documents. That is not for a vote, but just for your information. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So that was your comments earlier about adjusting our agenda, where there's no vote on any policy tonight, but we'll have a formal vote on the restraint policy at our April meeting. And that's all I have.
Okay, in the package, you'll see that we need to take action on the 24-25 school year draft calendar. Does anybody have any? I'll entertain a motion for that. Motion from Abington, second by Canova. Yeah. Anybody have any questions on the school calendar for 2024-25? Hearing none, seeing none, go for a vote. Abington,
Yes.
Cohasset,
Yes.
Hanover,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
Rockland, yes. Situate,
Yes.
and Whitman.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, I just had one thing I wanted to mention. It looks like the dates might be mixed up from April 13th, just looking at my own phone. That should be the Sunday is the 14th. So the date has been shifted. April, oh, that's 25, I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm only a year behind, excuse me.
Never mind.
Never mind.
That's all right.
Sorry about that one.
And,
Somebody's checking.
No leap year.
moving on, the amended restraint policy, review for this month.
Yes, Mr. Chair, so that is something that with Sandy's brief presentation tonight, we will have on our April agenda, as we normally have a 2-month policy review.
Okay. In the packet, you'll see the request for an out-of-state field trip. We'd ask for a motion for the state field trip for the computer information technology students to travel to the New England Institute of Technology in East Greenwich, Rhode Island on May 17th, 2024. Motion
So
Noel.
moved, Situate.
Motion Noel, seconded by Situate. Okay, anybody have any discussions on the field trip? Hearing none and seeing none, we go to roll call vote. Abington,
Yes.
Cohasset,
Yes.
Hanover,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Noel,
Yes.
Rockland, yes. Situate, yes.
Yes.
And Whitman,
Yes.
thank you. Very good, thank you very much for that. And is there anybody have any request for action? Hearing none, seeing none, I will ask for a motion to adjourn this portion of the school committee meeting for the month of March.
I'll make that motion.
Motion Whitman, second Cohasset. Okay, Abington,
Yes.
Cohasset,
Yes.
Hanover,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Noel, yes. Rockland, yes. Situate,
Yes.
and Whitman.
Yes.
We are now joined from this portion of the school committee meeting to the month of March. Now we turn it over to the building committee.
And we'll continue the building committee after a 5-minute recess. Give the people a chance to set up.